Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to Rush with the song Chemistry, which is the very last song on the Signals album that we haven't checked out yet on the channel. We're going to look at a visualizer video that they released, let me see here, a year ago. Looks like, well, actually 2 years ago, March 22nd, 2023. So I haven't taken a look at this yet. They have made some really interesting visualizer videos for some of their songs, their back catalog. Spirit of Radio had a really good one that we took a look at here. And I did not see very many live versions of this song, not of quality that I would like to see anyway, to feature it on the channel. So apparently it didn't get played that often after the Signals tour. If anybody ever saw it after the Signals tour, though, let us know. I'd be interested to know when it showed up in the set list and all. So Adrian, any thoughts on this ahead?
Well, I remember listening to this song over and over again back in the day, around 1983.
Well, it's a science-based song, so it was educational.
Yeah, that's true. yeah, I was going to school at the time.
That's right. All right, let's check this out and we'll discuss afterwards. Is that a Tylenol?
I don't know. Well, the first question that came to mind as I was watching the video is, what city is that?
I would guess it's Toronto. It seems to me that visualizer could have benefited from a lot more images. You know, like they used pretty much the same 3 or 4 images over and over again. I was feeling bad for the Dalmatian by the end. Nobody's feeding that guy. I keep going, come on! My bowl is empty. Come now. I think that the visualizer itself maybe left a little bit to be desired. But I enjoyed hearing the song again.
I thought the graphics in this video were interesting, but I was wondering about all the orange and white. Because with the capsules and like the orange balls and stuff like that that's in the video, it started making me think of that robot. And have you ever seen episode 7 of Star Wars? It's like The Force Awakens. There's this new little droid robot, and instead of a trash can, it's kind of a ball that rolls around. And reminded me of that. Same shade of orange and white.
Let's take a look at the words. Maybe it'll tell us something about the orange and white. Signals transmitted. Message received. Reaction making impact invisibly. Elemental telepathy. He's using all his SAT words. Reaction making contact mysteriously. Eye to eye. Reaction burning hotter 2-to-1. Reflection on the water. H2O. H2O.
A flow without the other.
Do they make contact with one another? Electricity, biology, seems to me it's chemistry. So yeah, they're talking about a reaction. I mean, anything having to do with H and O, a reaction is going to be chemistry. Yes, indeed. Yep. And I guess that's going to be carried over to human interaction. Emotion transmitted, emotion received. Music in the abstract, positively. So this is an interesting lyric sheet. It's a little esoteric. It's a little eccentric, I think. I mean, it says what it says, but it's more bloodless, I would say, than most of Peart's lyric sheets. Like, it's very clinical. There's something about it telling a story, but it's a little tricky to put your finger on any particular story. It's really more a matter of everything we do between each other is chemical in nature.
Everyone has chemistry.
That's true. You know, the synapses, when they go off, that's chemistry. But, you know, I got Jay Giles back there, a live album from '76, Blow Your Face Out. I can't see Jay Giles doing a song like this. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyway, bringing that down so people can see it a little better because we were on the little screen. I really like Alex's solos in there. Especially the main one towards the end. I really like what he's doing there. The song itself, I could say that it's probably not the strongest song on the entire album, but I do think it's a pretty good song. I mean, I enjoy listening to it. I've never skipped it, you know, or anything like that. And it fits. It fits with the general theme of the album. Maybe I understand why they haven't been playing it as much as many of these other cuts, which are so good. There's so many super strong tracks on here that it's almost an unfair fight, you know, for any song that isn't just a masterpiece.
Yeah, good album, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good album. But yeah.
I felt about the song, I guess.
Yeah, what'd you think?
You know, it begins tame enough, but then Alex comes in with a killer guitar riff, you know, in the beginning. You know, just that one.
Well, his playing kind of reminded me of what the chemical reaction would be between the two things that Neil kept mentioning. You know what I mean? Like, that's the actual spark that crosses, you know, synapse to synapse.
Can see that. Yeah.
Cool. So, of course, Signals was their 9th album from 1982, the last one with Terry Brown. I'm glad we have taken a look at the entire album now. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this song? What your general impression has been of it over the years, if it's ever been a favorite, if you ever saw them play it in concert, any of those things. Would be interested in hearing your stories. If you have other suggestions for us, please leave those below. Keep in mind we do have a lengthy playlist now for Rush, so you can take a look through there and see what we might have done or not done. Or if you think there's a much better version of a song we've already covered, you can always tell us about that too. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, take care, folks.
See you later.